Hey everybody, how are we doing? Thought I'd do a little review for you because I have got a pod system. It is the Vaporesso Extra. I have been using this for 5 days now. I must say, very impressed. So, we've got your on and off button at the bottom, 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, battery light, you got green, blue, red. So green I think is 100 to 70%, 70 to 30 blue, and then it will go red, needs charging. The feel to it, it comes with a little hook to put your lanyard on. The feel is fantastic. It feels nice and heavy. It's you got your micro USB charger there next to your battery light. It does feel, it feels really well made, so it doesn't feel cheap and light and tacky. It feels lovely. I've got the silver, it's like a carbon fiber sticker on it. Comes in lots of different colours. I haven't got any down here at the shop at the moment, they're all at the house. So your pod, this is the 1.2 ohm. I was running the 0.8 mesh for 3 days, see what that was like, and now for the last 2 days I've been on the 1.2 ohm pod. So your airflow comes through the bottom there, see those 3 holes through the bottom, comes straight up into your pod through the bottom. You got your little magnets. It's fantastic. So the 1.2 is a little bit tighter draw, not a lot of difference. The flavour I thought wouldn't be as good on the 1.2. It is fantastic flavour. Nice magnetic. You can hold the pod, even though it's a heavy little mod, it won't come out. Pull it out, beautiful. Mouth to lung draw. Nice, thick, dense, nice hit, beautiful flavour. Really impressed. Now my favourite pod for a long time has been the Caliburn. After the Caliburn it was the Cocoa, and I must say I gave my wife my Cocoa because I love this thing. Really do love it. The battery seems to last and last and last. I can go a whole day solely vaping this and I don't need to charge it until sort of late afternoon, early evening, and I vape a lot. So that's the 1.2 coil. Filling port is nice and easy. There's a little arrow on there. You just hook it out so it holds onto the thing. A nice decent sized fill hole there, so your air can come out when you stick your little nozzle in. So this is the 0.8 mesh coil. Airflow is pretty much the same on both. You get a little bit better flavour on the mesh, possibly. A little bit more of a cloud. But yeah, so that tank I used for 3 days. I haven't used it for 2 days and it's still lovely. There's no leaking. I do every night with all of my pod systems like this. I stick a bit of tissue in there just to dry out any condensation, but not been an issue. It is fantastic. In the box you get one of each of the pods. You get your micro USB charger, your instruction manual, warranty card, QC check card, Vaporesso extra reminder card. Comes with 2 different unipods, so it's just to tell you that the red pod is the mesh and the black pod is the 1.2 regular. Cons about this mod, I seriously can't really pick out anything that's a con. I would say I'd prefer it to be a Type C charger, but it charges in half an hour, literally. Put it on charge, half an hour later it's green, it's fully charged, and it lasts a day. So the benefit with a Type C charger is it charges quickly, but when you're talking about half an hour charge with a micro USB, you don't really need to worry about that. It does not come with a lanyard, but most people, if you're like me, you've got more than one pod, you've got 5 or 6 lanyards hanging around. So just take one of your old lanyards and whack on there. Yeah, so the pros, it's just everything. The airflow is slightly more than the Coco, so you get more flavour, a bit more of a hit. Battery life is fantastic. It's a 900 milliamp hour battery. So we've got the dimensions 79.9 by 38 by 16.7. 2mm pods. There's not a lot that I would say to improve on this. Even though it's only a 900 milliamp hour battery, it still lasts really well. I'll do a little size comparison next to the Caliburn. So obviously the Caliburn is much taller and much slimmer, but it is the same sort of size. I haven't got my Coco here, like I said, she's got it. It's about the same width as the Coco, but a little bit taller. It feels really nice in the hand, really nice. The finish, like I said, is fantastic. The flavour is fantastic. They've been lasting. The pods of, like I said, I am more than happy to change a pod or a coil every 5 or 6 days. Some people want it to last an eternity. For me, after 5 or 6 days, I'll change a coil in a normal tank or I'll change a pod. But like I said, this one has been 3 days constant use with lots of different juices in there to try flavours. It's still absolutely perfect. So I reckon you're going to get at least a week, 10 days out of a pod. Very, very impressed, and especially for the price of them. The price point, I think I sell them in the shop for 25 quid. 25 quid, and you got one of each pod. You can choose which one you prefer. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Go and have a look on the old World Wide Web at the colours. I would show them to you, but this was an impromptu little review because I was just in the shop collecting some stuff. But yeah, loads of really nice colours. The resin ones, the rainbow ones are really smart. That's all I can say about these, really. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very impressed, and it has now become my go-to pod system. So thank you very much. Enjoy the day and stay safe.